Thank you, Ron. April is Autism Acceptance Month, and joining us today is a retired Memphis police officer who has been speaking up about helping us all create better interactions with autistic people. Marion Hanna is here with us today alongside his son, Alex. They're joining us to welcome you, gentlemen. We're thrilled to have you on A Better Memphis.
Thank you for what?
Joe, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
All right, wonderful. Well, the number of people diagnosed with autism has increased significantly. To improve interactions and ensure the safety of autistic individuals, police officers receive training focused on recognition, communication, and de-escalation techniques. And Marion, what does that training look like?
So it can start in the classroom first and foremost. There's a lot of one-on-one dialogue, with the students in the classroom. We talk about the importance of understanding how an autistic individual moves, what makes them think, and how they react to certain things. And then they take it to the streets, and it's like that OJT, that on-the-job training, where they learn and put to use what we've taught them in the classroom.
All right, so what role did you play in this kind of training?
So for a very long period of time, I was an instructor at the training academy, and I thought it was important that all officers had the training. MPD does provide training for individuals in a crisis situation, but not necessarily autistic,
That's right.
Yeah. So I made it a point to use my platform to educate the officers and get them on board.
And you have deep experience in this whole thing.
Almost 28 years of experience with it.
That's right, almost 28 years old. That's how old Alex is. And Alex, thank you so much for being our guest today alongside your dad. Now, you have filmed a movie. You're an ambassador for Special Olympics in Greater Memphis. What's something you want people to know about autism?
Actually, Joe, I will say this. Autism is just like a different ability, not a disability, and they have certain feelings for themselves.
Yeah, what would you like people to know about yourself and autism?
Me being a person with autism, and also other people, I've been learning since growing up. Just because you have special needs doesn't mean that you can't accomplish things in life. So the point is, you can prove to them wrong and show them what it's like to accomplish things as a person with special needs.
All right. Marion, how can an officer make an interaction with someone with autism easier and less stressful?
So I can go on for hours talking about that, but I'll give you a couple. First and foremost, remain calm, a calm voice. That could be the difference in the whole situation. You could escalate it by being loud, or you can actually de-escalate it by having that soft tone of voice. Another thing is, the individuals with autism tend to have some sensory issues and whatnot. So if you make the scene and your lights and sirens are going, that may be, it may cause system overload for them. So turn your lights off. Turn those lights off, turn those sirens off. And there's a term in the autistic world that we use called stimming. It's short for self-stimulation. And it can be a repetitive thing. It could be doing things over and over again, something to help calm them. And if they're doing that, leave them alone. Let them do that. That's just a way of, soothing themselves in a way. And you can probably get more out of them if you just as long as it's not harmful, just let them stim out.
All right, very good. All right. So, Alex, tell us something you wish others understood about you.
Actually, Joe, the way they were understood about me as a person with autism is that I wanted to let them understand that actually, you can feel free to back me up if you like.
I hear you. Just like he had mentioned before, there's not a whole lot of limitation because it's that individual, they can do pretty much anything they want to do. They don't need your sympathy or pity or anything like that. They want to be accepted. They want to be included. And this whole thing, I'll be honest with you, has been a tough journey, an unexpected journey. But I sure do love my tour guide.
I do. So as long as the thing is, as long as they put their minds to it, they can do anything. And A person with special needs, they're meant to be loved, they're meant to be respected and challenged, but never judged.
Oh, what a beautiful statement. Thank you very much. Let me have a little pound on that one. All right, let me have a thank you, Marion, and thank you, Alex, for being our guest today on A Better Memphis. You made us a better Memphis.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much. After the break, a stroke